Welcome to the JACCD Design TV, where we discuss everything creative in Ghana, in Africa, and the whole world. And today being the first of our series, and especially today being International Women's Day, we decided to have three important guests that have made strides in the creative industry, not only in Ghana, in Africa, and in the whole world. So help me introduce my three amazing guests. The first on the list is Madam Joyce Ababio. The name Joyce Ababio ignites creativity not only in Ghana, in Africa, and in the whole world. Madam Joyce Ababio is the founder of the Joyce Ababio College of Creative Design, the first creative design institution in Ghana. And apart from that, she's also the founder of the concept store, which is known as Black, White, and Accent at Cantonment right here in Accra, Ghana. Next on my list is Madam Yvonne Ntiamoah. Madam Yvonne Ntiamoah is a consultant and academician in creative space, in the creative space. And she has done a lot of work both here in Ghana and of course abroad. Third on the list is Madam Augustina Anna. Augustina is a fashion designer and also an alumni of the Joyce Ababio College of Creative Design. Ladies, you're welcome. March being the month for celebrating women all over the world, let me use this opportunity to congratulate the president of the Joyce Ababio College of Creative Design, Madam Joyce Ababio, for winning the First Ladies Excellence Awards for Arts and Culture. Congratulations again, Madam, for winning this prestigious award. How do you feel being in the creative industry all these years?
First of all, thank you. It was great to receive that award from the First Lady. All these years of being in the creative industry, this is my world, and it's just been amazing for me, and I enjoy being in this space.
Thank you. The Joyce Ababio College of Creative Design. My research showed that, in fact, you're one of the few women that have started university in Ghana, and the first to start a creative college or a creative university in Ghana. How did it come about? Why the shift and how did it all start?
Well, I wouldn't say there's been any kind of shift. I've always been in the creative sector. First and foremost, I'm a fashion designer, and I've worked in that industry for years. I suppose that is what you are referring to as a shift.
Yes. And
the shift is getting into education. Yes. One area I didn't think I would be in, but I have been for the last 26 years. Because we needed it. We needed to change the mindset of this sector in our country. And this is an area I am best in, and I think all of us have certain areas that if we push those areas, we can push it out there and out. So I chose to work in my area, which is fashion. And over the years, we realized that there's more to it. It's not just about fashion, but different other disciplines that needs to be done. So we became a creative institution. And I think we've done a lot in the last years.
So, Madam Yvonne, talking about education, is it worth it being in the education industry as an academician?
Absolutely. I think for a long time, especially in the developing world, we've had creative education has come under vocational and technical courses. And when the person qualifies and they go out in industry, they're not accredited with as much appraisal as somebody who's come out of a degree program. So having national accreditation for diploma and degree programs in the country allows our creatives to go into a professional arena where they can acquire more money, if you like, for what they do, and for tailors and seamstresses to move into the design arena.
So, Augustina, usually people think that being the creative is more like a passion or a skill. You are an alumni of the Joyce Ababio College of Creative Design. Why did you choose to go to school?
I've always loved fashion, and then my brother said, if it's fashion sewing that I want to do, then he can take me to one of those on the roadside, because it's just sewing. But I knew what I wanted for myself, where I want to go. So just to prove him wrong, I went to the university. I studied textiles, but after, I still had that passion in me to pursue what I love to do, that's fashion. So I've been following JACCD for 4 years before coming to the school, and I think I loved what JACCD, their creativity. They were different, they were unique. They are unique in everything when it comes to fashion, and I loved what Auntie Joyce Ababio has been doing. So I just knew it wasn't just going to the roadside, it wouldn't take me anywhere. So I decided to come to the school to pursue one of the fashion programs, and here I am.
Awesome. Great, Augustina, and I must say I've seen a lot of your works, and one of them that stood out for me is how you were able to use recyclable products to come up creatively with something which directly fits into the UN SDG goals, which is amazing. Apart from that project, were there other projects that you did whilst you were in school?
Yes, I would say the innovation projects where I used, it was actually in the Ghana month around March, so I thought of, we're asked to use something different, like be innovative. I also I took part in the infertility projects, the Meg Foundation infertility project, and then GTP, Wear Ghana fashion show, and then also the Runway Ghana, and yes.
So, Madam Joyce Ababio, being the first woman to come up with a creative university in Ghana, are there any challenges? What are some of the challenges you've encountered so far?
Well, like I always say, everything in Ghana is a challenge, period. In anything you want to do, there's something you've got to stress over to get it done. But the challenge really is that it's always, in the creative sector, it's more about the mindset of people, because our country, I can't talk about other countries, tend to look at this sector as, let's place it this way, it's at the bottom of the chain for everything that we do. So it's a lot of work to get people to change their mindset and for them to give people a chance to do the work that we do. So that in itself is a challenge. And of course, this is also a man's world in our country. And there's always a lot of legwork a woman has to do to step up whatever it is that they're doing.
Thank you. Madam Yvonne, what would be some of the potentials we should look out for? We are in 2021. Potentials in terms of being in the creative industry, being in the creative education. Are there any potentials, and should we look out for it?
Definitely. If you look globally, Ghanaian creative people are doing really well. We've got examples like Virgil Abloh, Edward Nmenfo from Vogue. And I think in Ghana, in general, we are very creative people. We just need the infrastructure and institutions like JACCD to groom our creativity and to give us the right platform to grow, and the potential is there, most definitely.
Thank you. To our latest graduates, Augustina, I served through and I realized that at JACCD, when we talk about a fashion school, people always think you just come to sew. I realize you do illustration, business management, fashion, business, and other programs. Apart from the fashion design aspect, were there other courses that added up for you being a great fashion designer now?
Yes, please. And I would say that's what sets us apart from the normal seamstress. And it's not just about sewing here. You are being taken through illustration, as you said, coloring, critical thinking. You need to analyze, you need to think about your ideas before you put it to work.
So March is International Women's Month worldwide, and as women in creatives, I would want to ask all of you, what have been your experiences so far?
Well, I'll let the younger ones answer first, because I have a long story.
So
Experience in fashion or
in creative, in the creative.
okay. I've not been in it for long. I just started recently, and I think so far it has been great. And there is more room for me to express myself and my creativity.
So what's your latest project? Anything in the pipeline?
I've done it already. I did something about Ghana, where I used the Ghana harvest to, I dyed fabrics. I used tying dye to bring out.
Okay. Madam Joyce.
Please I leave it to the young ones.
Young one.
Go ahead.
I would say it's a very exciting space for a woman. There's always room to grow in terms of creativity, because especially when you're working with students, you're taking on board their new innovations and their productivity, and that alone gives you a lot of energy and makes you want to inspired to push yourself to greater heights. So I think it's a really exciting space to be in.
Madam Joyce, your experiences as a woman in the creative space all these years.
I agree with Yvonne. It's an interesting space to be in. Well, I've been out of certain areas of it for a while because I'm teaching more than I am actually functioning as a fashion designer. Sometimes I miss it because it was fun just coming up with interesting things to do. But now it is fun watching my students actually come up with those interesting things that they do. And it is a good space to be in because it helps you think and be creative and innovative and all the words that we can use, which makes life just fun and interesting. So it is a good space to be in.
26 years in the business. Anything to look out for in the coming years in 2021, 2022?
Well, yeah, we insist on being the number one. And we have a space coming up that opens up all the creative disciplines that we want to do. And for Ghana as well, because there's no such thing in Ghana. You know, to be in the creative sectors, there are so many different other institutions that offer little things here and there. But now, we're going to have one that has all the creative disciplines that in a great space coming up shortly. Hopefully, by next year, we can talk about it a little bit more. But yes, there's something in the pipeline coming that will be fun for those of us in this area, or those of us who want to be in this area.
Great. So when Madam Joyce said there's something coming up, know that something real good is coming up. Madam Joyce, I realize that in this space, in the creative space, you have a lot of young people who come in this space, and when they are done, starting up becomes a challenge. Is there anything for young startups in the entrepreneurship ecosystem?
Well, yes, the starting up is always been a challenge. I suppose I should have discussed that when we were talking about challenges for the students. part of it is finding funding to even start yourself up. It's a problem. But that is an area that we hope and pray government will tackle at some point in time and make it easy for the young people to be able to find funding to start the works that they have to do. But on my side of it, one of the things I've done is I've put together a place where a concept shop that allows these designers to, instead of going out there to find the money to set yourself up, to get people to know that you are there and what you're capable of doing, you can actually take a space in the shop and put up your things in there. So instead of having the overhead that you would in renting of a space, all that, this makes it easy for you. It's a space you rent, you put your clothes in, and it's sold for you, and it allows people to get to know you as a designer and the things that you do. Also, one of the other things that we're trying to do is put together a hub. It's a design hub that we are putting up, coming at Usu very soon. The hub basically has areas where you have the tables, the sewing machines, all the equipment that you need to put your garments together. There are workers there that will actually do the construction for you or the production for you. There are various different areas for textiles, for embroidery, for branding, basically all a creative space that allows a new person or even somebody who's been in the industry long enough to say, I really would like to cut out the overhead that I have. I can actually go and rent this space and do the work that I need to do from there, and somebody will do the production for me and all that. Of course, you want to get into the ready-to-wear section and stuff like that. So I think with these things in place, it makes it easy, or a lot easier, I won't say easy, for up-and-coming designers to pick themselves up and get themselves known.
Thank you very much, Madam Joyce, Madam Yvonne, and Madam Augustina. I must say that it's been an interesting conversation, and happy International Women's Month, as we are still in the month of March. And of course, we are looking out for bigger things, exciting things, and of course, creative things from the Joyce Ababio College of Creative Design. We hope to see you again. So we at JACCD will say, step inside, of course, think outside. Have a blessed month. Thank you.